Hello everyone, and welcome back to Aldera, the land of Aetherfall. Today, I want to talk about factions. Simply put, factions define RPGs. I believe that the best way to make a game world feel lived in is to make interesting and varied groups and individuals for the player to interact with. Now, while I believe that more coexisting factions the better, I will admit that less factions with more backstory is always the optimal route. So, to preface the factions I list below, I will say that though I list many potential options that could exist in an ideal world where the restrictions of time, budget, and manpower don't exist, if some need to be taken out to create more story within the remaining factions, then by all means I agree with the decision. Most factions occupy a small territory, with only a few being major pieces to the story. So, let's begin. To start off, we have the faction that we've already discussed in great detail. On the waters are the Nomanians, merfolk of the Western Sea, who are a mysterious faction that most Alderans know little about. Through playing the main questline, you'll gain their trust and learn about their advanced magic and technology. This faction is led by Queen Makua and the Omenian High Council, and don't subscribe to any ways of thinking. Moving from the coast are the factions in the center of Aldera, in and around the jungle. Next up is the Anti-Aether Alliance, or AAA. This faction's purpose is to get people to stop using magic, as they find it very irresponsible and dangerous, considering the whole total world annihilation that magic brought. The group has a very hippie-like vibe to them, and walk around playing anti-war, anti-magic songs and dances to make them stop. The group's philosophy means that they will always attempt a peaceful resolution. AAA, however, struggles to gain legit traction with the people of Aldera, as most ignore their messages given all the benefits that magic brings. The group has no official leaders. They operate on the northern rim of the jungle crater and ward off travelers from its danger. The Alliance is attuned to the path of peace. Next up are the Astras. This northbound group is focused on something big, leaving not just the Alderan Crescent, but the entire planet to search for a new home, one that isn't riddled with uncontrolled magic and monsters. Their base of operations are located at a pre-war tech town northeast of the jungle. The Astros are very regimented, oligarchic, and a small group. Magic is used only as an absolute necessity for powering their tech, a means to an end. Their goals of creating a working spaceship to leave are clashed with many, including bandits looking to steal technology and animals drawn to the powerful magical energy. The group subscribes to the virtues of philosophy and fortitude. Now going inside the jungle, we start with the Fraternities, who are made up of individuals insane enough to live within this magical nightmare of a landscape. They're centered around an old college town, specifically a row of fraternities just inside the looming forest. These individuals are resistant to the intense magic and became hooked on the power of the Aether, forming a loose society based around the ideals of the once standing frat houses they reside in. Thus, when not being attacked by the terrors of the jungle, the fraternity can often be seen partying and having magic battles against one another. The different houses have a mostly harmless rivalry amongst one another, and call each other by their old fraternity names, i.e. alphas, betas, psis, etc. The player can join this group if they show their willingness to party and handling the hazing process. The fraternities are ruled by seniority and subscribe to the value of insanity. Then, there is the real rival to the fraternities, the administration. While the fraternities use magic for reckless fun and games, the administration sits in their ruined stone buildings thinking of ways to control the world of magic. The administration lives nearby to the frat houses. They're based in the overgrown town directly next to the old college. They see magic as far too dangerous for the world, and the way the fraternities use it so carelessly is an abomination for the potential it wields. Their primary goal is getting rid of magical usage that they deem as dangerous, starting with the fraternities. Once the fraternities are out of the way, The administration wished to absorb all the energy within the jungle into a single super reactor, taking control of magic like in the times before the war. They are highly skilled in magic tech, and will potentially let the player join their ranks if they show proficiency in technology, no obscene magic usage, and having no affiliation with the Fraternities. The group is led by the head administrator, who remains nameless for much of the game, and subscribed to the virtue of philosophy. Once the player goes deeper into the jungle than the administration, they will encounter almost no humans and no towns, giving the rest of the jungle a very desolate feel to contrast its lush environment. That concludes the factions that are north of and inside the jungle. Next time, we'll talk about the rest of Alderan factions. Thanks so much everyone for watching the video. Make sure to give it a like if you enjoyed the content, and subscribe to see more about Aetherfall. This has been Brian, and I hope to see you all for next time. Bye for now.